Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm going to break down the exact cash flow model we've been using to scale hundreds of detailers across the US past 15 to 30K plus per month. I'm going to break down how you can use it to add 15K per month in the next 90 days to your detailing business. Now, let's be real. This isn't your first rodeo. This isn't the first ad that you clicked on. This isn't the first video you've watched. You've been doing this for weeks, maybe even months, but you don't know where to start. You're seeing other detailers post big numbers. You're seeing marketing agencies advertising these amazing success stories. And you're like, what the hell am I doing wrong? And maybe you've even gotten a few clients, but really, you don't have consistent bookings. You're starting off every week wondering if you're going to be booked out this week or it's going to be crickets. You don't have any real profit. You're making money, but it doesn't feel like you're keeping a lot of it. And most importantly, you don't have a system in place that's working for you. You don't have a buzz locally around your business. And if that sounds like you, I want to give you the system to create that buzz locally around your business, to create people booking automatically on your website, people calling you, DMing you on Instagram. And here's the thing. At this point, you're probably thinking, why the hell should I listen to this random guy I clicked an ad on? And that's a fair question. My name is Adel Faisal. I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, and I've worked with over 300 plus detailers. But here's the thing. Just 4 years ago, I was just like you. I was stuck. I didn't know where to start with my business. I spent thousands of dollars on people helping me. I tried to hire marketing agencies. I tried to hire coaches, buy courses, and none of it worked because I didn't realize I was missing the core thing that resulted in people's success. Learning how to be a business owner. And one of the main things to learn how to be a business owner is to know how to market and advertise your business. If you don't know those two core skills, forget about it. And that's where a lot of detailers are stuck. You're hiring marketing agencies. You're trying to get rid of that task. But in reality, that is the core thing that is going to change your life. 4 years ago, I would have never imagined I'd be wearing this watch. Would have never imagined I have my office in my car in my house. Would have never imagined that. But learning how to market and advertise my business properly made that possible. Just 4 years ago, I was a broke college student and life was just passing me by. I was procrastinating, going to parties. I knew college wasn't going to give me the life that I want. Until one day I said enough is enough. That's it. I have to make a change. And so I decided to become an entrepreneur and start my own business. In high school, I had already started a detailing business with one of my friends, and I used to do all the marketing for that. I would do the Facebook group marketing, etc. So I decided to start a marketing agency for car detailers. And I offered my services for free. For a year and a half, I worked night shift at Walmart, and on the day, I would do hundreds of calls. I did thousands of calls before getting 2 people to put their trust in me and have me scale their business. And both those people, after 3 months, were over $10,000 a month. Ever since then, the rest is history. I've been able to create one of the biggest brands for detailing coaches. I actually helped over 150 detailers in 6 months after that period. So I absolutely blew up. But then I got stuck. I got stuck because I didn't know how to scale a business. I knew how to bring in customers. I knew how to bring in a shitload of leads, but I didn't know how to scale a business. All I was doing was I created a job for myself. I brought on so much customers. I was so busy, but I was doing so much work. I had no time for myself. And so that was my next big hurdle. I got stuck. I had inconsistent weeks because I'd work my ass off one week, be tired, next week would be slower, I'd miss some meetings, etc. I didn't know how to properly scale a business. So I invested thousands of dollars into learning how to scale, lead a team, hire, build, and now I know how to scale a business. So I started growing again exponentially. I was able to help over 100 plus detailers in a 3-month period hit over 10 to 20K a month. And then on top of that, I worked with 40 detailers personally. Some of them hit over 40K per month at that period. But I got stuck again. This time I got stuck because the industry changed. Everybody was running the same ads and it felt like everyone and their mother started a marketing agency. So all my clients were running the same ads as every other marketing agency. And so I made another big change. I created over 3 different strategies, every single one of which has 4 sub-strategies within it. So a total of 12 brand new strategies, and not a single marketing agency knows till this day. One of them did get leaked, but then they didn't even do it right. Ever since then, we've helped over 300 plus detailers. I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, running Google ads, Facebook ads, Meta ads, all strategies that we've created ourselves. And the big lesson to learn here is there's always a point where you get stuck, but that's where you have something new to discover. You're missing information to get unstuck. Some of you right now are stuck at 0. You're stuck at 0 to 2K a month. Some of you are stuck at 5 to 10K a month. Some of you are stuck at 15, 20K a month, and you want to get to 40, 30K per month. Wherever you're stuck, there's a solution out there. You just have to find it. In this video, if you're a detailer, it doesn't matter where you're stuck. I'm going to show you how to get unstuck and pretty much grow your business indefinitely. Not only that, I'll show you how to add $15,000 a month in under 90 days. So let's get to it. Now, real quick, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is for people who are serious and dedicated to growing their detailing business and growing as a person and entrepreneur, not people that are looking for an easy way out or a shortcut. If you're looking for a shortcut, please click off this video. This is not for you. This is for somebody that's ready to put in some work and actually build a profitable system that consistently grows their business month after month. So if you're ready for that, let's go. Now, the stuff I'm going to show you in this video is the same stuff that Dylan and Sergio and Oliver and Jake and Kate and all my clients have used to scale their businesses. Dylan went from 5K a month with just one setup. It was in his mom's SUV or his SUV, I forget. And now he has a full-blown van and a full-blown shop and does 30K plus per month using this information. Sergio was stuck around 5K a month for a long time, probably 2 or 3 years. Joined us 6 months later, has a $20,000 a month detailing business. So if you're committed to owning a great detailing business and you want to know how to be the best entrepreneur and business owner you can be, so you can start running your business like an actual business, not a side hustle, you want to have a simple, consistent system that you can scale and it runs 90% autopilot, and you want to be the go-to detailer, let me show you how to do it, and let me give you the exact roadmap to start today. Now, the reality is you're probably doing everything yourself. You're answering the DMs, you're answering the phone calls, you're filming the content, posting it, editing it, doing everything by yourself, and maybe you have tried to hire an employee, but you haven't been able to find someone that you can rely on to do the day-to-day activities. Some days you're slammed, some days you've got nothing but empty slots, and it just feels like every month you're restarting from scratch. Here's your main issue. The reason for that is that you're putting the fate of your income in other people's hands. Whether you have a marketing agency, you're putting the fate of your income in their hands. Or whether you're depending on referrals and word of mouth, you're putting the fate of your income in other people's hands. You need to be able to control when and how you get leads. And until you can do that, you're always going to be stuck in that cycle. So let's go ahead and try to imagine actually what that looks like. Now, I want you to imagine this. 90 days from now, you have a consistent system that's bringing you people left, right, and center, calling you, DMing you, and wanting to work with you. You have a local brand, a powerful local brand that not only people trust, but people would love to work with. And most importantly, you have predictable and reliable income. Your business is growing month after month after month, and you're seeing it in real time. Maybe you've even gotten your first couple of employees or dealership contracts. That's what the system does. So what is holding you back? Why are you stuck? And when you hear this, you're going to laugh, because it's way simpler than you think. The truth is, most of you think it's because you're lazy or unskilled, but that's not true. Most of you work your asses off and you have a good skill. You've just been told the wrong things in this industry. Oh, just work harder, bro. Just post more content, run more ads, hustle harder. That's not how you grow a business. That is a trap. That is a treadmill you will keep running on and go nowhere. The reason most of you are stuck is because you don't have a system in place. You are constantly chasing new clients when you have a gold mine in your current business that you don't even know about. You don't have a system for building word of mouth. Some of you have hundreds of clients. When's the last time you heard from some of them? Some of you have detailed so many cars, yet you only have a list of 20 maintenance clients. See, that's where things go wrong. Or detailers trying to sell maintenance packages for $100 a month or $100 a week. That's way too cheap and you don't earn enough money for the amount of work you put in. Now, I'm going to add this section here to show you how powerful this system can really be. Because this can work for you whether you're just starting out or whether you're a shop already making 20, 30K per month. And I'm about to prove that to you right now. First, we have Paul. He's the owner of Island Boy Mobile Detailing. And when he first started with us, he was doing maybe $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And not all that was from him. He was getting work subcontracted to him from another detailer. He was doing all the work. He was depending on word of mouth. So that led to obviously inconsistent business. And most importantly, he felt lost, but he knew there was more. He knew he could do more numbers, but he just didn't know what the hell to do and what he was doing wrong at the time. Well, fast forward 6 months later, dude is fully equipped, fully booked out 2 to 3 weeks ahead, has 2 vans, so a full team. And most importantly, the 2 most important things, everything is flowing smoothly, a smooth system, and he is free. He's able to go on a vacation and come back, and his business isn't crumbling. And this is a screenshot to prove that right here. This is what Paul sent me a little bit ago in February. God knows where he's at now. What you need is a real system, a real follow-up system, a real lead system, and a system that allows you to build word of mouth from your current customers as well as your advertising system, because that's how you grow consistently month over month without things slowing down. And as you could have guessed, that's the reason most detailers get stuck at a certain point. The solution is what I like to call the client engine model. This is the same model we've used to generate millions for detailers across the US. And this is the same model my clients use to generate 20, 30, or 40K plus per month. And the same model we're going to teach you to get $15,000 a month in added monthly revenue in under 90 days. I showed you that this could work for anybody, and I'm about to prove that to you right now. This is Jake right here. Jake is a shop owner who was doing $20,000 to $25,000 a month. Most of you doing these numbers would never work with a marketer because you think you have everything under control. But Jake had no time. He was wasting a lot of money on ads, but he didn't know it because he thought they were running fine. He just wasn't able to track everything correctly. Thousands of dollars left on the table. And honestly, not a powerful brand. He just had a good Instagram page, but he didn't know how to turn that into a powerful brand. Fast forward literally 3 months. Without that much of an increase in ad spend, he has 40K a month. He has an upgraded team, he has consistent high-paying jobs, and a lot more freedom than he had before. Now, because Jake is a hard worker, he still works his ass off almost like 10 plus hours a day because he wants to grow more than 40K a month. But in all reality, if Jake wanted to take a break, he would maybe suffer a $5,000 a month loss, and he'd still be chilling at 35K plus per month, barely working. And this is the text right here to prove it. It consists of 3 different phrases that I have written down right here that I'm going to go over with you. Phase 1 is going to be offers and pricing strategy. Your phase 2 is going to be your lead flow engine. And phase 3, lastly, the most important one, expansion and retention. We're going to explain this in detail. Phase 1 is pretty much your engine. Imagine this as your engine. Nothing works without it, right? You need this. Offers and pricing strategy. You need to have a good offer and a pricing strategy that attracts the right people. If you start advertising without the right offer or pricing strategy, you're immediately shooting yourself in the foot, and you're going to be attracting all types of the wrong people. So if you want to work with a specific type of clients, make sure you craft a good offer and pricing strategy. Do competitive research, look at your competition, look at your area, do research on your ideal clients, and then craft an offer and a pricing strategy specifically to that. So do that before you ever start advertising. The second step, your lead flow engine. This is your turbocharger, or if you're boring, this is simply your marketing and advertising. What type of ads you're going to be running? How are you going to be running them? There needs to be a specific strategy, and I'll give you ours. So I'm going to spill some game for you. This is how you're going to add $15,000 a month in under 90 days. You're going to run Google, Facebook, and Instagram ads. Now, most people treat them all the same, but they're different. Each platform has a different type of look. You need to blend in and not look like an ad in these platforms. So what we do is this. We run simple Google ads, but we squeeze out so much more revenue from our Google ads simply because we do one thing differently. We actually run retargeting ads on Facebook and Instagram. Let me describe to you this way. How many times have you opened up a tab on your phone and then you wanted to buy something, you were interested in it, and then you just kept on scrolling, kept on doing your thing throughout your day? How many times has that happened? Well, guess what? People do that shit all the time. And if you're not running retargeting ads, if you're not showing up in front of those people's feeds on Facebook and Instagram after they visited your Google page, you are missing out on a lot of revenue, thousands of dollars. And sometimes these ads only cost $5 to $10 a day. That's the craziest part. They're the cheapest ads, but get you the most return. Now, we also run regular Instagram and Facebook ads. So this is the network we have. We run regular Meta ads that attract people directly from the Meta platform, so Instagram and Facebook. And then we run Google ads, and people who visit our Google page but don't end up converting also see us on Instagram and Facebook. So it creates this ginormous net. So you can see why we don't lose a lot of leads and people keep on booking. So that's the turbocharger. Now, the last step is your expansion and retention. This is sort of like your oil. Without it, nothing flows smoothly and your engine's probably going to break soon. Well, let's actually describe it in more local terms. Expansion retention is simply being locally dominant and being right there in your clients' brains. You can do this by implementing relationships with local businesses like restaurants and dealerships, creating contracts, and not only that, but also hosting things like car shows, etc. And then also, two main things that you need to build are a subscription program and the word of mouth increase/referral program. You need to have solid systems in place for those. If you build a subscription type model, right, one of our detailers has over $70,000 a year in recurring revenue. You heard that right, $70K a year. That means he could shut off his Instagram ads, shut off his Google ads, shut off everything. He'll still make $70,000 a year simply because he has a subscription model. And he'll make more than $70K a year because almost every single time he goes, they either have another car that needs detailed, they have a friend that needs detailed, or a neighbor comes up and is like, hey, do you detail cars? And they get the client. So if you want to grow fast, implement phase 3. Have a word of mouth/referral program that builds your word of mouth, and then have a subscription type model where people can opt in and your clients are just recurring revenue. So you don't lose out on people. And again, craft a good offer and a pricing strategy for that model so that people actually buy it. Now, let's go ahead and move on over to Dylan. Dylan started at 46K a month, but Dylan's case was different. Dylan already knew how to run ads, right? So those of you watching this are like, I already know how to run ads. What the hell could you show me? Well, Dylan knew how to run ads, but he had inexperience. He didn't know exactly how to run the ads that he wanted. And he also had a lot of things in his mind that he wanted to do, but didn't know how to implement them. And so after 6 months of working with us, he went from 46K a month to 25 to 30K plus per month. And he has a strong team, a really good team. He has a van and a shop. He started out with an SUV. Right now, he has a van and a shop, consistent high-paying jobs, and most importantly, a very powerful brand. Now, at this point in the video, we both know you want to grow your business. We both know and we think it's possible to do 15, 20, or 30K per month in your detailing business. But you're faced with two options. Option number one is to go through 6 to 12 months of failure, frustration, stress, trial and error to figure this out and implement the system in your business. Or option number two is you can skip all of that and have it implemented in under 90 days by working with someone that's done it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Because here's the reality. When people are thinking about doing something like this, They usually think about the cost that comes out of their bank account. But let me ask you a real question, because this is the real question you should be asking. How much is it costing you to stay the same? How much is it costing you to have another year of inconsistent bookings, no real system, no word of mouth being built, and just a guessing game of whether I'm going to be booked out this week or it's going to be a dry week? How much is that costing you? How much stress is that causing you? And what do you think is going to be different if you just end this video and you keep doing the same thing you were doing the whole time? Spoiler alert, it's not going to be much different. Because the reality is most people depend on content, referrals, and word of mouth to get customers. But we don't. We build an automated lead flow and a system that brings us clients every single day, and we control it. We're in control of how many clients we want and when we want them. Most people are honestly just freelancers because you're doing everything by yourself. We help you become a CEO, a business owner. We have a business that runs for you, not you running for your business. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing everything by yourself and you have no time, you just create another job for yourself. You didn't create a business. Now, aside from adding $15,000 a month to your revenue in the next 90 days, what do you get if you actually chose to move forward and do this right now? What do you get access to? Well, let's go ahead and read it together. Number one, you're going to get one-on-one calls in every single phase to make sure everything is flowing smoothly. What that means is phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 we're going to make sure they're implemented perfectly because I will personally be there to make sure they are. Second, you're going to get 24/7 access to my phone number. This is my personal private phone number, not some side number that I have. The reason for that is in case you need help, in case anything happens, you can always call me and get access to me. Number 3, you're going to get weekly group coaching calls. Not only are you going to get one-on-one calls with me and the ability to book them, but you're also going to get every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you're going to get a group call where we answer questions. We go over industry updates, what content is working, what sales strategies are working, etc. And we give you even more help. Number 4, you're going to get the full word of mouth referral program and hiring system completely done for you. We just copy and paste it over to your business. Number 5, you get weekly action items. Every single week, we give you exactly what you're supposed to do for that week to make sure you're seeing progress and seeing results. 6, you get a step-by-step video that helps you through everything. These are step-by-step videos, actually, that help you through the whole process, and they show you everything on top of having one-on-one access to us and the group coaching. Number 7 and 8, you get one-on-one check-in calls every week to make sure that you're doing everything correctly and make sure that you're hitting the correct KPIs. Also, make sure if things are going smoothly in case you need help. And then number 8 is access to my private network, such as suppliers, editors, media buyers, you name it, we have it. Now, what's the advantage of doing this, of going with a mentorship? Well, here's the thing. Unlike a marketing agency or a course where you're just going to get videos to watch and that's it, or you have to pay someone $500 to $1,200 a month just to have some ads running, we give you the skill of being able to market your business by yourself. You're not depending on anyone else to do this. You're depending on yourself, to the point where eventually you can hire someone in-house and pay them less than a marketing agency and they can do the work for you, or just you completely take it over. The advantage of this is, unlike an agency, we're not supposed to keep you around paying forever. We actually want you to get rid of us as soon as possible. The sooner you get rid of us, the better job we did. Now, before you leave this video, I want you to imagine this. You wake up, you have booked jobs already on your calendar. You're booked out 2 weeks ahead. You're hitting $30K a month. You're not chasing leads, right? With freedom to hire, scale, and step back and watch your business grow with the simple actions you are taking on a laptop. How much better is that than what you're doing right now? Matter of fact, let's make it way less. Let's say you get nothing out of this but this one thing. How much better would your business be right now if you had people calling you every single day wanting to get jobs from you? 3 to 4 people constantly calling you every single day to get jobs from you. How much better would things be? Right now, you've got 2 options. Number 1, you can keep guessing, keep grinding, keep trying to work harder and hoping that it works out. And for some of you, it will work out. Or you can build a system, start right now, and build a system that guarantees you high quality clients. Not only that, but guarantees you build a powerful local brand that you can't get rid of. No matter how many ad account bans or no matter how many ads fail, you have a local brand that is powerful and allows you to work with the best customers and charge the best prices. With fully working automated follow-ups and a full system that generates you word of mouth and referrals and subscriptions without you having to touch a thing. So if you do want to implement that and you're ready to build the client engine, you can click the link below. There's going to be a link to schedule a call with me personally. It's going to be a 1-hour strategy call with me. It'll usually be 10 to 15 minutes if we're being honest, but some people want more help from me. So you have up to an hour to ask me questions and get help from me. Worst case, on that strategy call, you're going to walk away knowing exactly what to do next. Best case, we're going to be able to help you and guarantee that you add $15,000 a month to your monthly revenue. Now, the guarantee is conditional, so not every single person gets the guarantee. That's why you got to book a call. Otherwise, we just have a purchase link right here. But if you want to book a call and find out if we can help you reach 15K a month or add that to your monthly revenue, go ahead and do it right now before your competitor does, because we will only work with 3 detailers per city. That is our limit. So book it now before your competitor does, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.